27 years of working, exposed. The median salary at 25 in America is $45,000. You know what it is at 52, 70,000? That is not a stepping stone. That is the ceiling. So I pulled the census data, the real numbers, not the motivational poster version. And I did one calculation. Nobody seems to want to do 70 minus 45 is 25. $25,000 of growth across 27 years of your life. Divide that out. That is $925 a year. I am not your financial advisor. I just know how to do division. And this particular division wrecked my afternoon. $925. Every year for getting better at your job, for switching companies, for negotiating harder, for sitting through performance reviews where someone tells you you are meeting expectations. For all of it, that is the median raise America gives you for aging. Some of you are going to say your career beat that number, and you might be right. But we are not talking about you. We are talking about the line that half the country falls below. Stay with me. Because it gets worse, that $925 does not even survive contact with your actual life. New car payment right now, about $773 a month. That is the Edmunds number from early 2026. So your entire annual salary growth gets eaten by roughly 5 weeks of car payments. Not the whole year, 5 weeks. Rent takes a third of the average renter's income. Health insurance premiums keep climbing for plans that cover less every year. And that $219 a month in subscriptions you forgot you are paying. That is $2,628 a year, nearly 3 times your annual raise. Your salary goes up by $925. Your expenses go up by a whole lot more. And nobody in the financial advice space puts those two numbers next to each other. Because when you do, the math gets uncomfortable. But all of that still assumes the line keeps going up. It does not. The income data does not just plateau in your early 50s. It drops. At 55, the median falls back to about 66,000. At 58, 60,000. At 64, still 60,000. Your peak is not a peak. It is a brief flat spot before the decline. And most people are planning their retirement, their kids' college, their parents' care, their entire second half on the assumption that the line keeps going up. That is the assumption this video is about, and here's what it looks like when it breaks. His name is Richard Pulley, 78 years old, Manchester, Tennessee. He retired, did what he was supposed to do, and then his wife Brenda lost her job at an insurance company. Their Social Security was not enough to cover her medications and their bills, so he went back to work. Not at a desk on DoorDash, 12-hour shifts, nearly 6,000 deliveries. A Ring doorbell camera caught him climbing a customer's porch steps carrying a bag of Starbucks, and the video went everywhere. Strangers raised $965,000 for him. He is still delivering. Not because he has to anymore. In his own words, he said he feels good being useful. But the reason he started was not usefulness, it was math. The same math sitting in the census tables right now. There are 536,000 Americans street ill earning a salary at age 70. Some of them are there because they want to be. Some of them are there because $925 a year was not enough. And nobody told them early enough to see it coming. If your plan depends on the assumption that your income rises every year until you choose to stop working, run the census numbers yourself. Because the median says that assumption fails in your early 50s. That number 925 is sitting in the data right now. Anyone can find it. Almost nobody does the division. Now you have, and what you do with it depends on when you are seeing this. At 28, it is a planning input. At 48, it is an alarm. At 58, it might already be the math you are living. This is not financial advice. It is arithmetic, and the arithmetic does not move just because you would rather not look at it.